Awesome. Let's see, we got YouTube starting to click in, but there's there's a little volume. We've got some things happening there. Excellent. Looking good. We're getting close.
Is this on Brad Mercury or Mercury One?
It's on Brad Mercury.
We are looking good. All sorts of good things happening. Awesome. All right. Here's,
Okay.
do my voice
We're on.
exercises?
Okay.
All right.
All
Oh,
right.
it's
We're
working
on.
good. Anybody else on with me, Facebook? That sounds good. All right, I'm gonna.
So at least you know we're live.
Awesome. Looks like Facebook's gone live. We've got a few minutes to get all these other things happening. Hello, friends. Hello. Everything's good. I should stop moving around so much. I keep telling myself, Brad, can you stop moving around so much? Anybody else joined us on Facebook yet? No. So if anybody does, because we are a smidgen early, if anybody does.
Say something?
I'm saying so many things. We are getting Facebook running. We are getting
you.
all sorts of stuff.
I don't have on my.
There's probably no voice. Can you hear me on
I can hear you
Facebook?
on Facebook. It's fine. Don't move to the microphone.
That was all good. Go. You can hear me on Facebook, really, Grady?
I heard it over
I'm
here.
coming from over here because that's really interesting because those
That was
are
not on?
no. So I'm not quite sure if you were hearing
No, I
me,
heard it
just
too.
me
I heard it too.
talking.
I heard it. I heard it.
Okay.
I heard it too.
That's weird.
There's that, and there's that. So, hey, Danny, would you do me a favor, Danny? Would you come over here and put that orange headphone set in your ear and see if you can hear me there?
No.
You can't hear me there? Okay. We're working hard on these things, guys. Stick with us. Stick with us. That's
Still
great.
got one on?
All right, we're working
I
hard.
see the little blue light is blinking.
This one needs to be solid, and this is not on at all. And that one's not coming on.
Is the
Okay.
battery dead?
It just came on.
Excellent.
Test, test, test.
Test,
Is it
test.
here?
Okay, there we go.
Can you hear me
Tracy
now?
Kincaid, can you hear us? I see you're online.
Hello, everybody.
Awesome.
Test, test, test.
All right, we're working these bugs out early this time. Those
Yay.
bugs aren't going to get us, but thank you, Tracy. I saw that you were online. There we go. Awesome. We've got all sorts of people coming online. This is great. Just give us a couple more seconds while we're putting the whole thing together, getting all of our electronics going, and we've got our grips working over there. We've got the back of the house. Anna, how are things going over on your side? Anna says things are going good. Oh, for those of you that are in early, Judy Beard is in the house today, along with
What?
Tom.
Mom is
Yay,
here.
yay.
Oh my God.
Good to see you, Tom. Don't forget, we have the craft services is all ready to go over here, so make sure you get your snacks.
Oh yeah, we have craft services. That's how cool we are.
We have got so many things happening, so many good things happening all at once.
Except my glass. Oh my God.
Oh.
We can't start without my glass.
No, that's why we've got a couple minutes. We're doing okay. Is it frightful, Tom? It's gorgeous. Yes, actually, for those of you that are already tuned in, we have been dealing with rain and cold for the last couple of days, but we have one day of sunshine and fun, and that's today. The rain's going to be coming back again. But absolutely beautiful day today.
What
It
a
was
day.
just gorgeous.
Stunning. Stunning. Yesterday was pretty to
Absolutely.
drive. Yesterday was a pretty day.
Yeah, Grady just drove back from Phoenix yesterday, picking
Got
up
mom.
mom, shuttling her up to Oregon.
Yep.
Today is a stop. Shuttling mother from Phoenix up to Oregon safely, of course.
Of course.
Safely.
I wrapped her in plastic
As-
and taped her into the
Grady,
chair.
Grady made sure he sanitized the car before he got to
I
LA.
did.
And then after he went through LA, so we didn't
I
bring any
sanitized
LA
again.
bugs up here to northern Sonoma County where
Nobody
we are
wants that
safe
crap.
and sound. No problems here.
No problems here. Everything is good. Everything's good in the neighborhood, as someone once said.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And for those of you that are tuning in but didn't get the email, We're going to be drinking Viognier today. We are also going to be drinking my 10-year anniversary sparkling Blanc de Noir. We
Good stuff.
are going to be tasting some other fun things as well.
We are? Well,
I
of
was-
course. You've always got something up your
I
sleeve.
was thinking that I kind of wanted to see what the black bubbles were going to do with the cheeses and the dates.
I've got a
I think
feeling.
the black bubbles actually might be good with the dates,
Mhm.
but I also think it's going to be really good with the savory, with the ham.
With the ham and Dijon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Brad's
I think that's gonna be
pastry
good.
wrapped
Mhm.
brie wheels. Yum.
All right.
Yum. We're getting so
Anna,
close.
I know
We're
some
getting very close,
people are
guys.
jumping online. Who's all out there? Who's out there, Anna? Who?
Hi, Tracy.
Yay, AZ. Becky.
Becky. MG.
Good
How
to
the
see
hell are
everybody
you,
on
poor
there.
cat?
And so all of our Facebook fans out there, please let us know that you can hear us perfectly. Hopefully that's going good. We got this all going a little bit early today just because we couldn't stand to have it.
We couldn't have another total technical failure like last week, which was
No.
horrific.
If you watched our video with the baked brie in that ultimate display or presentation fail, we weren't going to have failures.
We weren't going to have technical failures today.
No Tim.
Oh, we are ultimately techie now. We're on it. This is like our 9th one.
Are we on
It is.
9?
We're on number 9.
I thought we were on number 8.
8 was last week.
Really?
Number 9 this week, and then
That
next
is
week will be our 10th anniversary one.
Did you do a raffle today or
Next week.
Okay.
Next week, because we did
Yeah,
a raffle
because last
week.
time we had to come back online to do the raffle. So that was
say
last
hi
week.
to Julia Nelson.
Julie
What?
Nelson, Tennessee.
What?
How are things going in Tennessee? We
I
hope
hope you
you're
didn't get that
safe
snowstorm.
out there. We hope things are going
Yeah, all that
good.
crazy stuff.
Oh,
Scary.
so miss you so much. I certainly hope that maybe that houseboat trip that you keep threatening me with is going to happen sometime with Michelle and all sorts of.
Don't
good
you have
times.
a houseboat gift certificate or something?
No, that was from 12 years ago.
That did seem like a long time ago. Like it's like 2017
and that
or
was
something.
for Lake Shasta, not
Oh.
for somewhere out in the Tennessee Hollow.
Oh, Lake Tennessee Holla. Good
Because
times.
apparently they've got all sorts of fantastic lakes out there.
Yes, they do.
To
I have
go.
heard.
Julie, what are you drinking tonight? What kind of Mercury wines do you have? Or are you
She's probably double fisting it.
Or are
Black
you
bubbles,
doing-
regular bubbles.
Grady, right off the bat? Or is she drinking moonshine? What is she up to?
Hard
tonight?
telling back there. Hard telling.
Wow, this is fantastic.
3
We got
minutes.
3 minutes to go.
All right,
All
we're
right.
close.
We've done really good today.
You know what? We're on it. We are on it
We
today.
have done good. Hey Anna, if Stan or Carrie log on, let me know because if they are, I want to start thanking them for the bacon and the recipes and all the good stuff that we did this week. We had a fantastic time making a bunch of new dishes, and what's really cool is that Anna was mad at me because I was going to do simple appetizers, and she decided that my appetizers weren't as simple could be. So then Anna decided to bring in and show me. We've got some folks trying to come in.
They're just checking the.
All right, just checking the signs
checking
over
the
there.
signage.
But
We'll see.
we've got all sorts of fun things going on. Hey, Norma, there might be some people that want to talk to you. You want to roll your gate up or something like that, or talk to them through the wilderness, or it could be our folks. Who knows?
You want to say
Hard
hi
telling.
to Judy White on Facebook?
Judy White on
Hi,
Facebook.
Judy.
Thank you so much for checking in. Oh, what was I talking about? But Anna's she made us some south of the border inspired eggs, and that's Norma. They're locked up in front there. They're gonna have to go out the other door. Freddie, come here, handsome. And then we've got Anna also did some quickly baked mushrooms with a real simple ingredients because it was just a mushroom and some of that Costco artichoke jalapeno. So we're
That's
gonna be
quick.
tasting
That's easy.
that.
That sounds delightful.
Easiest thing ever. And so, all right, we're coming up on 30 seconds. So, oh my gosh, we got people logging in like crazy.
I can see it. It's all happening.
I
This
know
is so
they're
exciting.
coming in. Thank you guys so much for
Hello,
tuning
love.
in.
Hello, Brandy.
Give us a
Good to see you,
few
love.
more minutes and we'll be getting ready to go. Oh my gosh, And then some of that blue cheese that I stuffed in the dates with the goat cheese, we've got that here today.
Wow,
We've
we
got
do have a
regular
nice
brie
spread.
to pair against our baked brie. So we've got all sorts of fun things.
I am excited
going
for
on.
today's episode. I really am.
Is this an episode?
It is episode 9. Wow, 9. One more before our Big 10.
We're going to have a 10-week anniversary along with our 10-year anniversary.
Well,
Because it is, we are still celebrating our 10-year
our
anniversary.
10-year anniversary.
Another
right here
thing,
in
while
downtown
people are
Gainesville.
logging in, giving a few people a second,
Yep.
you know, I think that we told people that we would be having the 15-liter raffle sometime in May.
That's
And
right.
What month are we in?
It's May.
Okay.
So when are we going to raffle off the big guy?
I think that we should, in the next couple of weeks, raffle off the 15-liter
The
bottle of wine,
Nebuchadnezzar.
the Nebuchadnezzar, the biggest of the Bordeaux's that they make. We should be raffling that off, I would say, within 2 weeks.
So we'll do it right at the end of the month.
Right?
Kind of give people that
Let
final
me
push.
finalize these thoughts that come randomly through my head. But let's do that. But you know what else we need to do?
What's that, sir?
I think it's time for us to start.
Let's start.
Let's do it.
Ready?
All right.
3, 2,
Places.
1.
Hello, friends. My name is Brad Beard, owner and winemaker for Mercury Wine, celebrating 10 years in downtown Geyserville, California. Welcome to Happy Hour with Brad, where Grady and I taste a little wine, enjoy some pairings, but most of all, try to have a little fun. And that's really what this is all about. Isn't that correct?
It's all about fun.
It
It's
is.
always fun working in the winery. It's never a dull moment around here.
Yes. Even during this whole situation thing that we're in, it's actually not a dull moment. We're figuring out how to be online.
there's a lot of
Grady's,
non-dull
Grady's
moments lately.
learning editing, trying to fix all of my ridiculous cooking videos that I can't take in one take. Maybe I take them in 70 takes, so he's got to splice all those
You
things
do better
together.
than Emerald.
I-
Emerald
Oh.
takes like 45 takes. He's horrible.
Really?
Oh, he can't even talk. Yeah.
But
You're just like
bam!
slamming it.
No,
You're bam.
You throw some bams in and no one cares about that. I can do Emerald. He throws some of that spice in there.
Hi,
Bam!
Fred.
Looking
Hello,
good.
Fred.
Looking
Fred,
fantastic.
want to say hi to
Oh, he's
everybody?
going to come up early? Oh,
No,
oh, he's going
Norma
to go say
came
hi to
in.
Norma.
He went to go say hi to Norma.
All right, Grady, so
We'll
we're
get
going to be
Freddie back.
drinking some fun wines today. So
Yes,
the
what are we
wines that we told
drinking?
you about is my 2 brand spanking new. We weren't going to release this for a couple of months. I just mentioned it last week, and we sold
already selling like
I know,
hotcakes.
we sold 3 cases last week just by mentioning
don't
that,
have that many to
we
sell.
have it. We don't have that many to sell. I think it's only about 15 because the rest is going to be going to the club. But we decided since we released it last week and everybody was talking about it, that we would be pairing that today. And the pairing that I picked, I think, is absolutely spectacular. That's going to be going with my bacon wrapped dates stuffed
Yum.
with goat cheese
Yum.
and blue cheese, cream cheese. And then we also are going to be, because we're talking about appetizers and, wines that are going to be pairing with appetizers. So we're going to be doing our 10-year anniversary sparkling Blanc de Noir. So that is super fantastic.
Killer.
Beautiful apples and pears are the main flavors, and apples and pears go great with brie. So we did a pastry wrapped baked brie to pair up with that today as well.
Yum.
So we've got our dates,
Yum.
we've got our brie. And
Yum.
then for those of you that checked in early and we were just trying to blow some time, Anna says that my simple appetizers aren't as simple as they should be. So Anna brought in some appetizers for us today that aren't online, but she made a south of the border inspired deviled egg. I've already gotten to taste
They're
because I had
good.
no idea what
They're
it was
really
going to
good.
taste like and what we're going to pair it with. I think it's going to go great with these as well. And then she did a super simple, she just stuffed a mushroom cap with
artichoke pesto stuff?
No, artichoke jalapeno
Oh, even
dip
spicier.
from Costco, but I know that a lot of other grocery stores are
Have that
carrying,
artichoke
are
dip.
carrying
It's
that
good.
as well.
That'll be yummy, I think. I'm looking
That-
forward to that.
It is going to, I already tasted both, so I think that we're going to be okay with that.
I had an egg. They were good.
They are fantastic. And then let me see, what other fun things do we have? Is Stan Carrico online yet?
Not
all right.
yet. All right, we'll hold off on that.
Fantastic. Well, I don't know where he's at, but he's obviously very busy making some money so he can buy me some more bacon because, as you all heard last week, he sent us some fantastic bacon that I
Bring
never
some
had
bacon.
before. Oh, absolutely delicious. That's
From
what inspired.
Wisconsin.
That's what inspired the bacon wrap dates, and I think that's actually what makes it really good.
I'm excited
But
about that.
while we're
bacon.
waiting for them to get it going, let's get our stuff going.
Let's do
Does
it.
that sound good?
But don't
All right.
forget, we've still
Oh.
got that dollar shipping going on.
Oh, let's do that. Absolutely.
Yeah,
we have
before we
dollar
get into
shipping
food.
on 6 bottles or more. So if you purchase 6 bottles, you get dollar shipping throughout the continental United States. I cannot do that to Hawaii or Alaska. I'm sorry, guys.
Soon.
But we will talk to you about some sort of discount. We will give you a nice
we'll make it
discount to
happen.
get you guys your wine. And the super successful, you send your wine club discount to your friends and family, and they can enjoy your wine club discount. That is going. That's just been great for us.
We've
Thank
met
you
so
guys all
many
so much.
nice people. Thank
that
you.
actually brings me to the raffle, which we do next
Right.
week. So everybody that has friends and family use their discount and purchase wine. We throw your name ticket in here, and we do a drawing every 2 weeks. We drew last week, and we're gonna do another drawing next week. So all of you guys that tell your friends and family to grab some fun wine, and they get to use your discount. You'll
And last
get-
week's winner, Claire, came up, picked up her wine.
Oh, did she? I
She was
didn't
super
see
excited.
her.
I know, you were gone.
Well, you were gone too. When
No,
did
you were
see her?
making jugs. I was here that day, and I got to
I
see
was
Claire.
making jugs. Oh my gosh! You know what, guys?
Hi, Jill.
Holy moly! We the jug program is going strong. As all of you guys know, we do our jug wine where you can refill your bottle and bring that back in. This last week, I've been creating a new blend. One of our audience members, Tom, gives it 2 thumbs up, and he is just—I mean, he's tasting it in the raw. It literally was blended yesterday, and he thinks the blend is fantastic. So it's going to settle down for the next couple
pretty
days.
amazing.
But it's still mainly Zinfandel Syrah based. But this time I decided to add a little Petite Syrah. Tom says yes to that. And this one actually has some of the Reserve Cabernet in there. We needed it for structure. So I know.
In
it's
the jug?
well, it was only the 17 Reserve
Oh,
Cabernet. So
only the
it wasn't like we were
17.
digging. It wasn't
Okay.
like we were digging deep.
Like the 14
But
or
here's the
something.
deal. Even my jug wine, if it's not delicious, I'm not going to do it. But
Right.
we needed a little structure in there, and Cabernet gave it some beautiful structure and actually brought the Syrah, the Zin, and the Petite Syrah together.
It's pretty
and
amazing.
It's going to
It's
be
a
just
great
getting
new
better
wine.
and better. So the jug wine will be coming up. For those of you that want to buy it and don't have glass to do it and can't pick it up here, just keep hanging on. We are getting a new We're getting a new
glass
500 milliliter
eventually.
glass. That'll be coming as soon as we possibly can.
so hard.
And then as soon as we do, we'll be able to release that for wines that we can sell across the country.
But don't forget,
2
when you
weeks
can.
ago, I did make that special run of jugs for everybody. We had, 15, 20 cases.
Yep.
Those are completely sold
Gone.
out. As soon as we can get some more glass, we're going to get that jug program going as well.
I'm excited. So don't
I
forget to
haven't-
bring your jugs when you come see us.
I've been talking so much.
I know. We should
haven't
probably
even
start.
we haven't even started
drinking.
happy hour yet.
Drink yet? What the
So
hell?
let's
It's
start
happy hour.
Cheers, my friend.
Happy hour,
Good
Brad.
to see you.
Nice to be home.
Home after an amazing round trip getting Mom from Phoenix. So this
So
is
nice
our
to see
Viognier.
Phoenix
This is
again.
our 2019 Viognier. It's
Wow.
probably never going to be released here in the tasting room because it's going to be purchased up here in the next couple of weeks.
It's not much of it.
But in the for all of our club members, you're guaranteed at least 1 bottle of this in the fall shipment. So that's why we've got to hold it back. We've been at a 50 case run. We only had a few cases left over. But Viognier, what's it known for? It's got some fantastic aromatics.
Yep.
But sometimes when people over-ripen Viognier and get a little too much sweetness on there, the sweetness ends up making the aromatics perfumey. So it's got good
Sticky.
aromatics of jasmine and honeysuckle, but it's not perfumey where it's kind of
Not at
sticking
all.
to the palate.
And it doesn't stick to your tongue because sometimes you smell those really sickly
And
ones. They
just-
stick to your
they just
tongue.
stick, and that's a little bit too much sugar, just a little bit overripe, honestly. So this is more like more like a French style Viognier, where a little more restraint, not quite as well. There's no residual sugar as with all these, but then let's go to the palate. What I like about this wine is that it's not as rigid and backboney like a Sauvignon Blanc, where you just have all this ripe big fruit coming through. This is a little more. It's a little bit closer to a Chardonnay, but not as heavy as a Chardonnay.
Not as heavy as a
So,
Chardonnay.
but you can feel a little weight on the palate.
There's weight. It definitely has weight to the palate.
And there isn't any of the malolactic fermentation, so there's no,
No buttery.
creaminess to it. So, but you just have a richer fruit flavor, and I'm getting some wonderful Granny Smith apple, maybe some Bartlett or General Pear running through. But some other melons are starting
There
to
is a
come along.
sneaky melon and a peachy thing that's kind of tucked in the background.
Yeah, not a white peach, but a little more rich peach. running
Like
through
maybe
the
like
palate.
a much riper peach.
And just a nice bit of minerality as well. So you know you get a little bit of whetstone or minerals, and then the acids build. So you have this
But they're
richer,
clean.
thicker, full-bodied wine closer to a Chardonnay. And then as it gets to the finish, and this is what I love about it, because this is where it can go wrong. If it had residual sugar, it's where it can become heavy and sticky or cloying.
Yep.
And a lot of Americans do. This is where it uplifts because that acid kicks in.
It brightens.
And it brightens.
But
it up.
again, not the acid that burns your esophagus.
It almost no. This is a gentle acid.
Very
that's just
gentle.
only lightening the palate, and it's bringing it into not a lemon zest, but maybe a little bit of lemony.
Maybe
finish,
lemony,
yeah.
but there's something floral going on in the
Well,
very back of the palate.
that's the honeysuckle and jasmine
Yeah.
coming around. Yeah.
Comes back again. It's amazing.
But you know what? I think I want to taste this with my dates.
Yeah, let's-
Danny, could you
haven't had
bring
a
me a
date in
nice
years.
date tonight?
Well, only for the past 10 years.
Oh,
All right.
Not another
Here we
date
go.
night.
Look at that.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. I know it's amazing because we made these a couple of days ago for the cooking videos. Gosh darn it, they're fantastic. And the cutting the dates in half, Anna's idea fully.
Killed it.
When we were
Crushed it.
discussing bacon wrap dates, the first thing that we said was, you're just too much
too much date.
And when you're trying to stuff the cheese into the little hole, you don't get enough cheese in there, so the cheese isn't balancing anything. And so you got this nice rich bacon and basically just too much sugar. And so we've cut the sugar in half. And by cutting the date in half, you saw in the video, we kind of opened the pit up a little bit more and got some more cheese in there. So you have a better balance of cheese, then wrapped it with bacon. And then, of course, this is that crazy bacon from Minnesota.
From Minnesota. It is
up there.
New-esque.
Yes.
New-esque. They've been making it since the 50s.
So just real quick,
Unbelievable.
everybody, let us know what you're drinking on chat, and if you have any questions,
Oh, yes.
please type it in. I will be answering or bringing the questions to Brad and Grady.
You can answer them.
whether it's about the food, whether about the wine, and either of them. So
Or
please.
what you guys are drinking tonight,
Join
because we
us.
had a lot of inspiration. There was some of you last week drinking the Bastard, a wine that I personally don't have. And believe it or not, we have a fantastic friend because I was lamenting that I had not had the Bastard in years. And one of our very good friends just approached me today and said that I have some back vintages of 2007 Messenger, and then they also have a 2009 Bastard, which it's been at least 3 years since I've had that.
Easy.
So when
Easy.
Danny's talking about questions, please actually
Absolutely.
tell us which one of the back vintages you would like us to open. If you've got a
7.
back vintage of the Messenger, let us know. Hey, open that. Let me know how it's tasting. Or if you are one of those lucky few that have some
You
of the
lucky
Bastard
bastards.
left, you can shoot us you say, hey, let's open up the Bastard and see what Brad thinks about that. So next week, we're going to be opening wine and tasting wine that you absolutely, positively cannot buy because I can't replace them because I'm actually being given my wine back so we can do it. So how cool is that? Next week is going to be tons of fun. We're going to be doing that. All right, Freddie's needing
Oh,
to
Freddie has to
make
come on.
everybody's
Yeah, he was
ass
straight
off
from
on
the
the
I'll
start.
see everyone on chat.
Come on, Fred.
There's my
Go
friend.
chat him up.
There's Fred.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah. All right, Fred. You might
Freddie
even get some
doing his
bacon in a
thing.
minute. You want some bacon, Fred? Oh, sure.
All right. Okay, now
Oh, man. I cannot wait for this.
I
These
mixed
are
up
amazing.
all of my dates, so I have no idea if I'm going to get blue
Blue
cheese
cheese
or goat cheese. Both were fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Let's dig in. When I did this,
Hold
I
on
was,
to your hat,
I was
Mom.
telling you guys, you absolutely need to pre-cook the bacon. And the reason why is because typically when you get a bacon wrap date, you flip it over
soggy.
and they're soggy. No
Yeah.
one wants a soggy bottom. Danny, can you attest to
I
that?
can attest.
And so same with those guys on the British baking show. But so super crisp, and that's what you want.
Oh, my God. The bacon is off the chain. And you're right.
I got
By
goat
splitting
cheese.
them in
Did
half.
you get blue or goat?
I got the blue.
Oh, you got
Oh,
blue.
my God. And the date is not overwhelming. You
No.
know I'm not a vegetable or fruit person.
No, is this possibly the first date you've ever had?
It is the second date, oddly enough.
Brandy, thank you so much for the first date. Now he's had his second
I've
date.
had my
This
second
is
date.
awesome.
Awesome.
No, what's neat about it, because we did split these dates in half, so it's
Wow.
not so date overwhelming.
There's
Uh,
the date is very subtle in this one.
yeah, yeah.
Where normally I see a date, I turn around and I
Yeah.
run.
Let go of the high school years. Now go. Sorry. Too soon?
Maybe.
Okay, sorry.
I got one date in high school. I went to prom. Come on.
That is very
I had a
true.
date.
I
It was
remember
fun.
those good times.
Damn, Brad, you did an amazing
So-
job. These were really good.
What's nice because the Viognier is not sweet,
Mm-hmm.
and it has that wonderful acid, giving it structure. It actually pairs with the sweetness of the date. It's absolutely fantastic. Now I did the herb encrusted goat cheese, so I'm getting some nice
Wow.
earthy tones. Some rosemary is coming around. It is going nice. But now
I
tell me
have
about
the blue
you'll
cheese.
tell me about how the blue is
So
working.
now the blue, a little stinkier, a little richer, and
I
you get.
mellowed it out.
But the date mellows it out. It does.
No,
So
I,
you
I
have
put some cream cheese in there.
Did you really?
I did.
It's pretty intense.
Okay, our
Pretty good.
local blues, they
They're out
pile
of
blue
control.
on top of blue, and so
Yeah.
again, another Anna pro tip was to mix in a little bit of cream cheese to tame the blue. So I was really
But
trying to tame the
I'm
blue.
actually glad that I didn't get the tamed blue because
Okay, you like that?
the contrast
Alright.
is amazing. You go from that rich blue cheese flavor, and then the date comes in after, and then what finishes it up is the bacon.
Nice.
And then you get all three of those flavors with this not sweet wine, this beautifully balanced wine.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Here's the deal. I think that is
I'm
an
impressed.
absolutely fantastic pairing.
That is
Grady,
stunning.
say a couple words. Anna, have you had one of these bacon? Oh, you did have one of the bacon wrap
Delicious.
dates.
I love.
Did it work?
Yes, because less of that intense sweetness of the date,
Mm-hmm.
a little more balance with the blue cheese,
Mhm.
the bacon, of course, that salty.
The bacon is
deliciousness
insane.
makes
The
it
bacon's
Oh,
insane.
fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
100% love it.
All right. Had to
Oh, I
get
see that Bob Noyad's on. You've
One
gotta
of
go
our
out.
one of our audience members really needed to try that out, so we'll see. see how that goes.
Bob, if you haven't gotten this this great bacon
well,
from
he knows he's
New
got
Essex.
all this bacon.
Well, they're Wisconsin. He's Minnesota. They're next door.
No, but I think
I'm sure
that-
you've had it.
Well, our
It's
your other
killer.
good friends Stephen and Jamie, they knew all about this bacon, so
I'm
I'll
sure
bet
you've
you
heard of
you've
it,
had
too.
it. It is
Wow.
so fantastic. And,
unbelievable.
Absolutely
Applewood
delicious.
smoked. They've been doing it since the 50s. Unbelievable. Yeah, I saw Carrie come on. Hi,
Carrie,
Carrie.
how are you doing? Good
The
to
bacon
see you,
is your
darling.
brother's bacon he sent us.
Yes,
So good.
your brother's bacon is fantastic. Went perfectly with the dates, and I'll recommend. Now we just went on their website today because we didn't know where the heck we could get this bacon and what's going on. So as we're promoting these folks, let's just go ahead and promote them. I mean, obviously they're not paying me to do this, but the bacon's fantastic. My mom just tried it today for the first time. She thought it was fantastic. Grady tried it; he thought it was fantastic. And so, what's the name of this company again?
It's pronounced Newesks.
But it's
bacon.
spelled
Newski.
so it's spelled Newski.
Right, but I think it's
And,
pronounced Newesk if I saw it online today.
Anyway, so you
Newesks.
Google those people up, and apparently Grady says that you can go ahead and order this
They've got a
stuff
beautiful
online.
website.
So why
It's
not
amazing.
promote these folks, and then maybe I'll swing back around and tell them that my wine goes great with their bacon,
Yes.
and they can promote me.
We can all have
but while
bacon.
we're starting out, I don't care about that. I just want to let people know where there's some great things.
It's pretty
and,
amazing.
You know, I'm always supporting Sonoma County and then Marin County and then Humboldt County and Mendocino County, all my local stuff. But
There's so much
I
great
haven't
stuff
had
out
any
here.
guys. Sonoma Brothers bacon, all right, is really good too, but dang it, sorry, Sonoma Brothers, it's just a smidgen. Buy Sonoma Brothers next week. It's fantastic stuff.
I'll try both.
Oh, actually, I know you guys are doing good. I can never buy your stuff at Big John's. I actually have to get it down at your store. So,
Sonoma County.
oh, Sonoma
Sonoma
County.
Brothers is a
Oh.
spirits company.
Oh, Sonoma Brothers and
Oh,
Spirits.
you're
okay,
thinking about
thank
spirits.
you.
That's so weird.
All right, so it is Sonoma County
Meat company.
Meat Company. All right, we'll get that straight. Sonoma County Meat Company. Their bacon ends are absolutely fantastic, but you can't cram a giant bacon end around a date like this thin slice.
You
bacon.
could try.
You could.
Right.
You could. Oh, I think actually Danny has something to say.
Alright, we have a couple questions from Bob Noyad.
Hi, Bob.
How come you used a different bottle for this Viognier compared to your
Oh.
last vintage? FYI,
Good eye.
it's pronounced Newski.
Newski.
Okay.
Newski.
I went on. I pushed the button. I heard the pronunciation. It wasn't. It was
Hey,
Newesk.
I'm just. Hey, you argue with Bob.
You're actually
Okay.
talking to a professional. I don't want to call you a professional meat handler, but I
Right.
know that the
Wow.
meats you've recommended were all fantastic.
Thank you, Bob. Newski.
Bob. Newski.
It is Newski.
All
Thank
right.
you, Bob.
There was another question in there. Why
the
the bottle?
Viognier bottle.
Yes.
Well, all right. Last time I put it in a non-traditional bottle, and I'll be completely honest with you. Hang on 2 seconds. At this moment, as you know, a couple of years ago, I may have only had one white wine at a time. Right now, can you tell the difference between these two white wines? I barely
At
can.
all.
And so if I put a third one in this bottle, do you know how many orders we'd be
I would
replacing?
screw up.
It wouldn't even be, oh my gosh, it's so hard. We have them labeled. So we have the Exina in this bottle.
Right.
We have the Albarino in this bottle. And so if we had a third one, and
It would be pandemonium.
you know, Grady and I sometimes are drinking along with you guys, and then
Sometimes.
you end up with the wrong bottle, or I just stock it wrong, and then they put what they
See, that's
thought
the
was
thing.
the right bottle. in
Sometimes
there.
they get in the wrong slot back there, and that's not good.
So that's why they're separated back there, and that's why it didn't make it in. But honestly, this is the traditional bottle for Viognier. They're typically in the Chardonnay or the bell-shaped bottle.
Are these Burgundy bottles?
It's a Burgundy, absolutely.
Okay.
But it is also common in the Rhone. Rhone never had their own bottle
Their own
shape.
special
they
shape.
use the Burgundy shape as the Rhone shape,
Cool.
and so they're white wines. And because this is a wine from the Rhone, it would be in this shape bottle.
The shape bottle.
If it was straight sided Bordeaux, that'd be a Sauvignon Blanc or a Semillon, and that would have been from the Bordeaux region. But then
Neat.
pretty much all other French white wine goes
Goes
in
in
that.
this
And then their lighter reds, the Rhones, and the Pinot Noirs go in that
Go
shape.
in that shape too. That's why our Pinot's in that bottle.
Correct.
See, even I learn something every single day.
You know what I think?
What?
I think that I'm going to try my south of the border egg. My double. Oh, Norma Ramazzotti's leaving.
Norma's out of the house.
I don't know
Think
why.
about it, Norma. Goodbye,
Joe
Norma.
got out of here a half an hour early, Norma. How did that happen? All right, I'm going to go ahead and try this with the Viognier because
I got a feeling.
Anna added a little bit of olive and some south of the border
Cute that is.
spices in there,
Super
a couple
cute.
of little chips.
I made some tomatillo, homemade roasted tomatillo salsa this morning. and I
Oh,
put some
is that
avocado
in there?
it.
There's
A little
roasted
bit of
tomatillo in
avocado
here?
as well.
Roasted
Yes,
tomatillos.
roasted tomatillo.
Wow.
All right.
I kept
We'll
a
see if
little
we can
bit
get this recipe out of her.
Right,
Because it's
I'm-
absolutely fantastic.
I thought my deviled eggs were good.
Did you
These are
like
better.
use McCormick's Mexican spices in here?
I should slap you right.
I thought you were making it for the common folks. I'm just teasing, but her spices are absolutely fantastic.
Wow.
It really is
Wow,
a
that is so good.
subtle intenseness, and the peppers.
But it pops.
I know.
It
And
absolutely
what do you
pops.
think about it with the wine?
I'm gonna tell you really quickly that the only spices in here besides tomatillo and you know jalapeno and onion and garlic are
Tomatillo, jalapeno, onion, garlic, salt,
and cumin.
salt and cumin. Oh.
The cumin is
Well,
what's
the
really making it
cumin's
pop.
actually,
It's
well,
beautiful.
what I'm liking it actually it was the cumin was a spice I couldn't put my finger on, but you used it perfectly because it was the roasted part of the
Wow.
tomatillos was pairing so fantastically with it. Absolutely delicious. Good
It
job.
really
Anna.
it lengthens the finish of the Viognier.
The
All that
finish?
spice,
Oh, okay.
the finish just keeps going and going. Wow.
Oh,
I
holy
know.
mackerel.
I know.
That is absolutely fantastic.
Pretty amazing.
I love it. And I think that Danny, we lost him.
That's okay.
He might be out
I'll
there.
just unwrap another date here and
We're
have the
going to
bacon.
unwrap the date. Grady, eat the date.
No.
Eat the date.
No.
All right, he ate one.
I ate a
guess,
date.
I guess that
First one in my entire. I mean,
that
I'm
was
like
it.
50 years old. My first date I ever ate in my whole life, all the way through.
All right.
Can I interject?
Oh, I think we have some questions.
JS Danny Ray, and I'm not sure who that is.
Hi.
Is asking, is commenting, Hillsburg and Geyserville Sauvignon Blancs are a little more full body. How are they different from other Sauv Blancs?
Oh, that's a great question.
Wow.
Actually, if you saw me on Jim Ricard's Facebook Live, where we did our Left Bank Association virtual barbecue last night, we actually had a great conversation about this. This is really huge. The deal is that New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs have had a very strong popularity for the last 10 or 15 years. But for me, they're a little bit too intense because they're super grapefruit and grass. It's refreshing and high acid. So if you live in a really warm climate, it's just a great refreshing drink. But for me personally, I prefer the Sancerre or French style of the Sauvignon Blancs. And American Sauvignon Blancs are typically more leaning towards the French style. So along with the citrus, you're also going to be getting some melons and some other riper tree fruits coming along in the flavor profile, just being, instead of just being a giant grapefruit and grass.
Or grass bomb. Yeah.
And that is the New Zealand style, and it's fine. But because New Zealand's popularity, it was so popular, a lot of Americans started making their Sauvignon Blancs in that style. Which is fine. If that's what's selling for you, do it. But that's not the kind of Sauvignon Blanc that I grew up with and that I really truly enjoy. So I like making the more French style. And so if you were looking at a classic Alexander Valley, Dry Creek Valley Sauvignon Blanc, you'd be looking for nice citrus, not necessarily a giant grapefruit. Grassy notes are going to be. You can have some green notes, but it won't be grassy. And you're going to be getting some more melons, your honeydews, and your cantaloupes, and stuff like that running through with a nice balance of acid. So our acidity level is going to be
The acids are the thing
about
that kill
2
me.
notches lower than a New Zealand acidity, because they keep it so, the higher the acidity, the more you're going to salivate, and it's just that juicy brightness is what they really love going for, and it's classic, and their volcanic soil goes perfect with it. But it seems to be a little more one-dimensional to me, and that's just
It's too
but
much
it's,
for
but it's
my
a personal opinion. I know
esophagus.
that some of our good friends in Arizona, Randy Garza,
Yeah.
loves New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs. It's taken me 6 years to bring him back to this style of Sauvignon Blanc. I think he just mentioned the other day that he is really enjoying this because we just
Because yours
sent
has
some
a
out.
hint more tropicality.
Oh, yeah,
I get a lot more
we
tropicals
can get
here.
some tropical notes out of there as well. You can bring in some pineapples
Yep.
and
Some guava notes come through.
Those absolutely are in there as well. But I can't give all my secrets away. I gotta keep my guava and my pineapple to myself
on the
before
DL, sorry.
everybody's
Sorry.
up on my guava.
I
and
know. Then
pineapple.
they're gonna copy you.
I know.
Well, I'm not gonna
It's
tell them what
okay.
yeast to use because it's probably yeast.
It has a lot to do with it. It's, it has something in the neighborhood to do with it. European style, using European yeast. It's not quite as aggressive. Brings out those other notes. Winemaking
stunning.
is, it's 90% is where the grape is grown, how it was grown, and your farmer doing it for you. And then I have a little bit of chance to bring out a
Thumbprint
subtlety
on
or
it.
a nuance or a style that I would like to have. And so I'm just trying to avoid those things. And I know that if I avoid intensity and maybe a little unbalance, that if I bring the wine more in balance, those other flavors have a chance to come out.
To pop out.
Yeah.
And they do. Oh, they
That's true.
do. And we got plenty of that Sauv Blanc. So
All right.
if you need some, give Grady a call.
That sounds fantastic. Grady, you want to get us some champagne
Why, I
glasses?
would love to.
Because I think it's time. Oh,
While he's doing that, real quick, Carrie Carrico is asking, how do you describe the difference in Cabernet Sauvignon between Napa and
Alexander Valley.
and Alexander Valley styles?
okay. Well, stand by, Napa.
Oh, God.
Here's the deal. Alexander Valley, for me personally, has the right soil and the right temperature to create a more well-rounded, more Bordeaux style Cabernet Sauvignon. I think it's also better for Merlot. I think it's better for Cabernet Franc. If you want a sophisticated, elegant, subtle style of Cabernet Sauvignon. There's a lot of my Sonoma County folks that are trying to make Napa style cabs here, and so they're trying to make them bigger and more intense and extracted. The heat that's happening over there, if they don't get the fog, it's not going to be quite as cool, and it just brings an intensity out. And the other really neat thing about Alexander Valley is, as well as that, we do get some Mendocino because the Russian River runs through here. So we've got Geyser Peak, it's a volcano, so we've got our volcanic soil. Then we've got just our normal general smashed up hills as we're coming into the valley because of all of the tectonic plates that are moving. So we got great hillsides, so that's gonna be classic Alexander Valley terroir coming out. And we have, flatland, hillside west, more volcanic, hillside east, more all volcanic western facing. And then we've got our hillsides over here that are facing east. And we just get it more complex Cabernet.
Some people didn't hear what the question was.
Oh,
Oh,
shoot! Sorry about
crap,
that.
sorry.
I went into that whole dissertation of that. All right. Sorry about that. The question was the big difference between Napa Cabernet and Alexander Valley or Sonoma Cabernet. And Napa is definitely focused on big extracted intense wines, and their little valley over there does a great job on helping them produce that. So so you have a very high extraction. You put some very intense oak on it, and so you have the Napa style cab. It's a very intense, full-bodied wine. It takes many years for those tannins to subside to make it more elegant and reserved. And over here in Alexander Valley, I think that Alexander Valley produces a more Bordeaux style, where we're going to get more subtlety and elegance and nuances out of our Cabernet, and we're not so fixated on the oak and extraction. Don't get me wrong, you can still find plenty of very big, intense Sonoma County, Alexander Valley Cabernets, but most of my left bank friends, Jim Ricard and all of us folks out here in the Alexander Valley are typically focused on more elegant Bordeaux styles. And so that'd be the big difference. If you want something big, jammy, and intense, and inky and dense, I would go with a Napa. If you want something with a little more subtlety and nuance, in general, I would go with a Alexander Valley. And anybody over there in Napa wants to come over and we'll do a little taste
That's
test?
right. We'll do side by
We'll
side.
do side by side. Elegant, subtlety, and nuance. Big and brooding, and it'd be like Hulk Hogan going up against Andre the Giant.
Whoa! Good. Oh, that is nice.
I would say I'd be Hulk Hogan, looking pretty fancy, and then Andre the Giant would be
Just
the big
coming
guy
in,
stomping
picking
in
you
with
up and
my
squishing your head like a
Cabernet
grape.
that's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
beat you down with no. So
Nice.
sorry
Oh, dude,
about that.
That was a great analogy.
That's how we
That was
would
great.
discover if wrestling. We have a lot of our Tennessee people watching today, and I'm sure they appreciated that reference. I know, Julie, you've never watched that a day in your life. But anyway, so that's how I would describe it. Thanks, Carrie. And now I'm going to get so much hate mail from my Napa
Oh,
friends.
it's not
I am
hate. It's
sorry.
all love. It's all love from front to back.
Is loving that loves hearing about geology.
Folks are caring about my tectonics and my geology.
Yes, so tech, that's a good.
Awesome. You know what, Anna? We're going to get you a microphone next time.
I am gonna put a
we're gonna
microphone
get,
over
well,
there,
You know
yes.
what? We can actually put a
We
microphone
could.
on her.
We're gonna mic
If
her.
somebody could find the mics, we
Well,
could give
but then
one
I'll
to
need a
her and turn
mixer
on.
because we gotta keep the
We gotta
background
get a
noise
mixer. All
down.
right. Well, we'll worry about
So-
that later. But
We'll get a mixer. I'll give her
So-
a mic, and we'll turn her on and off.
so 4 billion years ago, when the planet was forming, and when the planet Jupiter was moving forward in our universe,
Was it
and then
aligned with
decided,
Mars?
but it decided to move backwards, which saved us all from the inside. And
It did.
Jupiter is a sponge.
Yep.
Saved us.
Saved
so
us
that
from
has
all
a lot
those
to do with my
meteors and stuff.
terroir in Alexander Valley. But no kidding aside. Obviously, here's the deal. Winemakers have something to do with it, but gosh, 80-90% is the hillside slope that you put it on. Even down to the rootstock and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, we have some champagne.
Well,
Sparkling wine, to say the least. Okay,
delightful sparkling
this is
wine.
my 2010. You almost did it.
I
This
did.
is my 2010
Pour it right on the microphone.
anniversary sparkling Blanc de Noir, made in the Ultra Brut style. So very, very, very residual sugar rolling around in there. It has got beautiful bright pears. It has beautiful bright apples, and we are going to pair this up
Look
with
at that
our
cool
brie.
color. OMG.
So it has a little bit of color. If you guys can see it, so it's not bright white because Blanc de Noir means that it has a white grape, Chardonnay, and it has a black grape or a red grape, that would be the Pinot Noir. And most folks, when they're doing a Blanc de Noir, maybe 30%, but I reverse it. This one ended up being 70% Pinot Noir, giving me a much darker color. Not a rosé, but it has a nice copper hint to it, and 30% of the Chardonnay, and the color brings flavor, and so we do have some more flavor that we can work with.
Much
and,
more.
Beautiful nose.
Oh, the nose is stunning.
A lot of times, the noses can be
It's all yeast, right?
Or minerally,
Or
and
minerally.
stony. But I'm getting a lot of pear and a lot of apple.
There's
and that's
levels.
bringing me in. All right, there must be something funny coming in on the line right now because
they're all laughing
because
behind
the
us.
back is going on.
They're not
All right.
laughing at us. They're laughing with us.
Andra says you guys should do drunk history or drunk geology.
drunk history and drunk geology.
drunk geology
You know
would
what?
be awesome.
You know what? Actually, okay.
Oh, so they didn't hear the
oh, wait,
question.
here we go. Somebody said that Andra said that we should be doing drunk history or drunk geology. All right, Discovery Channel, give us a call. We're ready
Yeah.
to go because I am great at both, and actually, my mom can attest that most of my schooling was not going very well based on both of those studies that I was working in. I was
Well-
working on drunk history and drunk geology.
But you know what? We got.
Oh, gosh darn it! You know,
Oh my
folks,
God, Brad, this is just. It
sparkling
gets
wine.
better every
Yeah.
day.
And sparkling wine always makes me happy. I don't care if it's 6 in the morning
Yeah.
or 6 at night. Sparkling wine just makes me happy. Every
does.
time you just go to open a bottle,
Just
whether
the
you know
pop.
if you're making mimosas or if you're just getting ready, because honestly, if you've got your beautiful bottle of sparkling wine out, you've obviously intended on doing it. There's a reason for doing it, whether it's a Tuesday or it's an anniversary.
Right.
And so it should make you smile every time you do it, and the anticipation. And speaking
And
of
it does.
anticipation,
I am anticipating our next pairing.
you're doing
All right, I won't.
no,
but
I
that's
ruined Danny's
okay.
unveiling.
All right, here is the baked brie.
Damn, dude.
Cooked to perfection
Look
by
at that.
Danny, of course.
That's beautiful.
But Danny, did we
Yes.
have any blowouts with the brie?
Not this time.
So
no.
are we having a presentation crisis?
Not no.
We are
No,
not.
no,
It's,
not
actually,
this time.
Mom is inspecting it.
There is a
making
crisis.
sure-
Mom gives us a thumbs
There
up
is
on
a
this
crisis.
Okay.
Danny doesn't have any champagne. I'm just saying.
That's-
look,
that's-
I'm working hard. I'm Vanna Whiting over here. I'm bringing stuff in.
Hmm.
I'm turning the numbers, the letters,
Those
or
would be
whatever.
letters, typically.
Well, thank you.
Oh, actually, there's somebody over here that's looking for a little sparkling
Oh,
Grady.
I saw that. I'm
Well,
on it.
Cheers,
All right.
everybody.
right.
Of course, this
Cheers.
sparkling wine is to die for. I love it. Brad spoils me with it on the regular, and then I spoil myself
No.
on the regular when he's not looking. As long as he doesn't do the case count, I'm fine.
This is why we run out, folks, and that's why you need to buy quickly when we have things in stock. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fantastic.
Darling. All right. Bye, guys. Enjoy the brie.
All right. Now, I made a brand new special brie just for today. So if you saw the cooking videos of earlier in the week, we did a savory baked brie where I did some chopped ham and a spicy mustard. Absolutely fantastic. And then we did a port fig
Pork figs.
jam and a classic
apricot.
Darn it.
And then you
Apricots were
sprinkle.
escaping me.
Didn't you sprinkle it with some nuts or
I
something?
did, but because you were having some of this, we left them out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
We did,
I
we
am
didn't
a little
want-
picky on
because
these.
we didn't want you to throw
Oh, stands
up
on. Stands on.
Stan, all right, guys.
So real quick-
Stan, you missed the dates,
Missed it. Oh wait.
but you must have missed the time for our date. Oh, the date tonight. There it is. Okay.
The bacon,
The
sir.
can you
The
pronounce
bacon.
the bacon for me?
Newski.
Newski's.
Newski's from
It-
Wisconsin.
Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give it my
Unbelievable.
low mileage, lovely guarantee. That is some of the best bacon that I ever had.
Hands down.
I started out with a thick cut bacon just to kind of get into the mix. It was beautiful. We used the super thin slice for the dates because that made it work perfectly.
Beautifully.
So thank you so much, Stan.
Thank you for
it
sending
goes
us the
great
bacon,
with the
dude.
V&A. I hope you
Unbelievable.
got some on your last shipment.
Yeah.
Or maybe you didn't because I hadn't released it yet. I'm not sure.
Oh, you probably didn't know.
Axina, good. Albarino. Sauvignon Blanc, probably not. So one of those three because they need to be a little more
Ooh.
viscous and a little more full body. And
I just had a little bite of that date with the bacon and that champagne.
Oh well, I did that on the show as well.
You did, that's
it
right.
It was fantastic. But let me see what happens
right.
when we slice into here. And so what I did today, so that I didn't have to make 3 new brie wheels, what we did is a third. A quarter and a half. Quarter,
So you
half.
kinda quartered them in?
Because what we really did is, ooey gooey.
Oh,
So
look at that.
look how fantastic that is. The cheese is oozing out beautifully. We've got a little bit of ham in there, and we've got.
Oh my God.
So that's the ham and mustard on that side.
Wow,
And then
Brad.
over here, we've got our apricot, and we have the port. So all
Whoa,
sorts
look at
of
that oozing
deliciousness
out.
in there. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little chop over here for Grady so we can get some of that.
Thank
I'll do
you.
a couple little chops over here for me as well. Oh my gosh, we got some ham, cheese over here. Oh,
Tried to give some to Mom.
Mom just had to come and inspect because
Yeah,
she
she wanted to
was.
make sure it was good.
She said that despite my presentation disaster on the last one, it was fantastic. But gosh darn it, absolutely beautiful, and it doesn't take that much time. Okay, if you're making your own puff pastry, of course, you're gonna roll it out. You're gonna put it in the freezer. You're gonna roll it out, put it in the freezer. Lots of things. Just buy the frozen puff pastry. Okay,
Do it.
Get over it. Just do it semi-homemade. Oh wait a minute, none of it's homemade technically. After you roll that out, you throw a brie wheel in the middle. You throw some good stuff on there. It's absolutely fantastic. All right, the rest of the folks here today need to have a little taste.
Absolutely,
apparently.
they do,
All right.
because,
here,
wow.
Grady, before you mangle it all completely, why don't
Mangle?
we just
Mangle is a very strong word.
because it was strong.
'Cause I was
words
mangling it, yeah.
I needed some strong times because those poor little brie wheels were going to be mashed up.
Yeah, I pop my champagne. I make the noise. I know it's not right, but I do it just because
let's
it's more
see.
fun.
All right, beautiful champagne flavors.
Wow.
Let's see. Maybe
Wow.
I'll go with a little bit of this. This looks like there's
Go
some
with that
ham.
savory
There's some-
ham
there's some
action
ham
there. Yeah.
going on there.
Wow.
Oh, absolutely. We've got.
What the hell, dude? I have never had those flavors together.
Oh, man. So
Wow.
typically it's a Dijon mustard that goes in there. So you need
That's
something
insane.
spicy and a little more intense. But we ended up going with this great locally produced Dijon and spicy coming from the Anna. What's the name of that company that does the spices from Healdsburg? The little salsas and stuff. The Chili Gods. There it is.
Chili guys.
Chili Gods. Thank you, Anna, for your help. Chili Gods.
OMG.
They're
That
making
Dijon is like crack.
spicy mustard now, right now.
Wow.
Absolutely fantastic. The
Wow.
nice saltiness of the ham. Let's see. Can spicy mustard, salty ham, and delicious warm brie go with?
Go with champagne.
Let's see.
Yum, yum.
Yes.
It's
Yes, it can.
shockingly, it's unbelievable.
God
It
bless
absolutely
America.
goes fantastic.
That's insane.
But this is the neat thing about champagne. Most people, I'm doing this for appetizers, but most people are missing out. You can absolutely do a good, high quality champagne or sparkling wine with main courses because
Absolutely.
tannins when you have a steak, you're talking a big, juicy, rich steak. You're talking about fat. You're talking about meaty flavors. Okay, that's great. And then you're talking about a Cabernet or a full-bodied red that happens to have a lot of tannins to tame those fats. So the fats and the tannins are going together. But acid can do the same thing as tannins. So because wine has a beautiful high acid to it, it can tame the richness of
It pulls
the
that-
yeah.
that
And if
fatty
you, and if you
fruit,
have a spirkling wine like this that actually has great flavor, it can stand up to the ham and
Oh,
the
it
other
is
stuff
not
as well.
being overwhelmed at all. They're actually just dancing across the tongue beautifully.
And then you throw
Wow.
in super buttery, crispy
This puff pastry, it's insanity town.
And okay, that kind of brings you back maybe to an appetizer because you'll have the puff pastries or a
Right.
dessert where champagne or sparkling.
I would eat this all night
tends to go.
with champagne.
And actually, the other night, this is what we did eat. When I did this for the video,
Had that for dinner?
we were going to have a regular dinner, but I just kept eating this. So I got full.
Right,
and I
because
was
why
done.
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
This is amazing. And if you
And
haven't
kind of
made
a meal.
any of our videos, if you haven't made any of the recipes, maybe start with this one.
Sorry
This
for
one
you
is
because so many
out of
people. All right,
control.
I'm not. I'll go ahead and say people like my wine. They love my recipes as well. Make these recipes. Impress
They're
your
fun.
friends. These recipes are not that hard. I walk you through it. You see where I screw up on something and you know how to fix it.
You can fix it.
You can produce these things and show off to your friends on what a great cook you are. And then the pairing's done because I figured out the pairing for you as well. And then Anna put some regular brie on our
Oh,
plate. And I
let's
just wanted
see
to
how that
I just want to
goes.
see what a regular brie without the ham and the spiciness. See if that goes okay as well.
There's something about that crazy chili god spice that hangs on
Oh, it's bad.
really
It
beautifully.
goes absolutely perfect with this.
Oh, I
Absolutely.
can't wait to try it with just
But
a
you know
plain
what?
brie.
I want some apricot too. All right. Oh, the plain brie. Gosh darn it. It's super creamy, rich, full bodied. And then you get those wonderful earthy forest
Those
floor.
earthy forest notes.
All right.
Yummy.
That's nice. But I need to see what the apricot's
Wow.
up to.
Gosh,
darn it.
Plain Brie
So,
is exciting with the champagne, but God,
so this
bless
is just a
America, this is
Tuesday
amazing.
night at Squirrel Manor. Come on
Yeah.
down, guys. Come visit me when we can.
When we
and
can.
we'll just sit around the house. We'll have some baked brie. We'll enjoy some sparkling wine. All right, that one's a little gooey. I gotta get a little snack action up there. So this one's with the
I can't
apricot.
get enough of that ham, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Well, I had to get into the sweet because the apricot and then the port fig.
All right, let's try some of
Let's
that
see what's
fig
that.
action. Let's see where that's going. Close your eyes, Mom. I'm going to have some fig.
Oh,
That works.
did you say pig?
I did say pig. No, I said fig.
Okay.
Oh, but speaking of pig figs,
Okay. All right. Last week we debuted. Did we debut?
We totally debuted it.
So French.
Okay. So all of our friends in Tennessee knew what I was talking about. For all of our other people, we debuted the new, super cool. Mom needs me to tuck my shirt down. What did we say? What's happening here? Oh my.
oh, there you go. Looking sharp now,
All right,
homie.
Mom said that I was not looking very good for the camera. There we go. So we, anyway, let's put it this way. We have a new
Mom dressed us till we were
apron.
10.
So we have new Mercury swag. We have the I'm kind of a pig deal. We all know it's true. And you can be too with a beautiful Mercury branded logo.
That is sexy,
With
dude. I like
one
it.
of our 6 rib winning ribbons on this flying pig. You notice those are our flying
little jug wings. Yeah.
wings. So we've got
Super
this.
cute.
We sold a
adorable.
whole bunch last week. So if you want one, please
Because
order
we didn't
quickly.
order very many.
And if we get some more orders, we'll get some more in. So if you need your own apron
Friend.
because you're cooking all of our fantastic foods,
There you go. Fred.
you'll be sitting there. Oh, Anna has a question.
Bob
Oh.
Noya would like to know if you have any other sparkling in the hopper.
Ooh, coming up.
The question was from Bob Noyed. Does Brad have any other sparklers on the hopper?
Bubbling away there, maybe
Yum.
somewhere in our
Um,
secret location.
Yes, we have more sparkling wine coming. We actually have we did a Magnum program for my wedding back in 2015, and we had a few of those available. So we've got some Magnums going right now. Those are fantastic. There might be something on the dark side coming.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Something in the sparkling Petite Syrah zone.
Another sparkling
that
Petite
is
Syrah?
in the lineup as well.
Word.
So we went from crazy sparkling Petite Syrah, and then we're gonna have an interlude of some Magnums, and then we'll be rolling back out with the sparkling Petite Syrah.
Another black bubbles.
But it is,
Wow.
as all things in wine, we're still a couple of years away,
takes
but
time.
we do have stuff. And then with the sparkling Petite Syrah, I think we're down to like 10 cases now.
Mm-hmm.
With the 10-year anniversary that we just released, even though that was my largest production that we've done in sparkling,
there's
we're
very
already.
little left.
Nah, we got enough to. We're gonna
Okay.
probably. This will probably make it into the holidays.
The way I
Um,
drink, I don't believe it.
If Grady can stay
If I
out of
if I
it, that
stay
is
away
true.
from the pile, we may have enough for the holidays, but I wouldn't wait for the holidays. I would probably get some before the
Aaron
summer.
Come on up.
Okay. Wait, Aaron Lilly is asking,
Oh, Aaron.
did he
Hi,
just
Aaron.
say he has wedding magnums for sale?
Not wedding.
Not yet.
Not the wedding
Oh.
cuvee. That was good, but not the wedding cuvee.
But we are working on absolutely a Magnum. And there. All right. Here's the deal. A lot of you guys know that I did some. I did personal deliveries in the Bay Area, and I know I might have been delivering wine and putting it in some people's cellars. And I saw one of
Some
those
people.
wedding magnums
Ooh, what about
down
that?
there.
People.
So I know you've still got one. I've still got a wedding magnum. Maybe we should virtually consume that
Open a
together.
big Magnum one of
Yes.
these days, but no, it'll be a different Magnum, but it'll
But-
be just
but
as
it'll be-
exciting.
In the same genre of the wedding cuvee. That wasn't Danny at all.
No,
that
not
wasn't
dropping
Danny, no.
$1,000
That was-
equipment on the
That
ground.
was just another earthquake from Yuba City.
Very typical LA kind of action going on back there.
Danny, what's going on?
Don't worry about that
Danny,
huge Fresno light that
what's
just
amazing
fell
is
on the
I
actor.
thought that I had been stuck in a time warp.
I realized that.
Because I was like, God, we need to start talking about some other stuff.
Sorry,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah, Danny was telling me that we were only 10 minutes in, and I was like, holy mackerel. It
feels
seems
like
we're
we've been talking a
for an
lot.
hour. Holy cow.
Oh, we're actually
Uh,
we're only 10 minutes away. Holy smokes!
Yeah, it's not going to
What
matter.
happened?
Don't worry about all you guys that joined late, because we're going to be going late today. We've got a lot more stuff to
I got
talk
mom
about.
here. Mom doesn't want to go home.
And then Grady's going to go off camera. All right, so here's the deal. So here's my black bubbles. And I was also thinking my black bubbles might go very nice with this. That savory ham might be good. But also that fig port jam might be nice with that as well. But should I open the black bubbles?
What? Black bubbles
my God, yes.
and regular bubbles
All right.
and Viognier? That's
Because
Special occasion.
because we haven't even talked about the special wine yet.
oh my god, we haven't gotten
All right.
Brad's special wine.
No, my special. What's going on?
We should
wine?
have like a Pee Wee's Playhouse wine of the day, and when everybody says that wine, we all just scream. Black bubbles. Ah!
Or
That usually gets me pretty excited.
we can just not.
And just open the black
Just
bubbles.
open the black bubbles and say, "Oh, that
Did you
sounds."
pull that out of the fridge?
Or that just sounds fantastic.
Where did
Brad.
that come
I
from?
would surely love some of your black bubbles, and it'd be fantastic.
Where did you get that?
Don't you worry.
Brad must have bought another cooler and hid it behind the bar that I didn't know about yet. I leave town for 1 day. Look what happens.
2 days technically.
Oh yeah, I guess it was 2 days, wasn't it? It felt like a day. One very long day.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, there's my little raspberry.
bless America, that's
parfait.
beautiful.
All right, here we go. Come on. Sparkling wine meets big, full, petite Syrah, 100% petite
I guess
Syrah.
I'll have to chug
with the
my
elegance. No, don't worry.
Roaring 10th
I'll just
anniversary.
keep this over here. You don't worry about a thing. Everything's fine. All right, here's the black bubbles. Oh, berry basket, raspberries, blueberries running around in there. Oh, I think it's gonna go big. So let's see.
I have a fig. I was talking about these figs. We have so many figs here today. It's crazy.
Those are dates. That's a fig.
Oh right, they look very similar.
But you know, once you cook them up and you know things are going on.
things happen.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready for some black bubbles.
Oh, easy.
I think Danny's ready for some black bubbles, actually.
Oh, there's
Tom,
black.
is
There's
it
black bubbles open.
What a surprise!
Wow, I didn't know.
I have a
we
strange
go.
feeling Tom's going to want a little bit of that
All
action,
right.
too.
There we go. Look at that
Thank you.
fantastic
Oh,
strawberry
yes.
mousse. Would you like a
We
little
have
strawberry
people
mousse?
watching in the gallery here today. It's weird.
There
It's
we
like having
go.
a peanut gallery or something cool.
Cheers,
All right.
everybody.
Cheers. As I suspected, the figs. As I suspected, the figs.
Wow. See
That's
how it
never
goes.
happened
See
before.
how it goes.
As I suspected, the pairing. Is
If I
pretty
hadn't been a
good.
jerk as a child, he would probably treat me with a little more respect.
Oh.
No, I was a
Don't-
jerk.
don't-
That's
No, I was a jerk.
too soon.
I was a little bit of a jerk as a child.
we go.
We'll get into that next
now
episode.
we can cheers.
On the next episode,
Cheers.
Grady throws Brad under the bus.
Yeah.
Cheers.
There we are.
Well, it was
All right.
easy. I was the older brother.
All right, just rich, dark.
Wow.
Cherries, berry basket,
The
all
nose
sorts of
is
fun
exploded,
stuff. So
dude.
that everybody knows a fig is darker and intense. You go ahead and turn them into a jam. That brings it around a little more. Throw some port on top of it. It really brings the whole thing together. And then you throw it in with a little brie and puff pastry. Hello, fantasticness.
Yum.
Absolutely delicious.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
You know, but here's the other question. Go ahead and I needed to try it with some of the fig.
Okay. All right. Because
Because
normally I would
I'm
avoid
actually,
the fig.
I'm going to go over here and see if the date action worked. See
I've
if
got a
that's
feeling the
okay.
dates are going to be pretty amazing.
Dates
dude.
and blue cheese. I think I picked up a blue. We'll see what's going on there. All right, you tell me about what you think about that. I got some blue this time.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
it's amazing how the fig makes the black bubbles express the figginess, which I would normally never expect at
You're
all.
gonna say a black bubble fig expression?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I don't know if it's expressing figs, but it does intensify the darker fruit.
It intensifies those
So
fruits.
where if you were talking about a stewed cherry, a bright cherry versus stewed cherry, I would call it more of a stewed blackberry.
Okay.
Instead of a fig. I don't know if I'm getting fig, but you might be getting blackberry.
There's
But
there's a
it
richness
darkens-
that comes through.
It
that's
darkens up
amazing.
both the
It does.
fig darkens the fruit.
It does. It makes it more stewed than bright,
Right.
for sure.
Because this is bright when you're drinking it, but when you add
when
the
you
fig,
add that fig-
and then the fat from the cheese,
OMG. I could totally do figs with that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
that's fantastic. So instead of
Wow.
if you were going to use black bubbles with your appetizers, throw some figs in there, whether they be dried or fresh, or if you throw some fig jam into your
That fig
baked
jam
brie.
is unbelievable.
The fig is really going nicely, and that's what I kind of thought would work, and that's what's working really nice.
How was it with the
but,
date?
But one thing, the date, it was nice. The date was a little sweet for it because
It was too much.
that is Petite Sirah. So
Right.
you're talking about a full-bodied big red, and you know sometimes people will pair chocolate and cab, and that's fine. But I don't necessarily want sweetness with my reds.
No.
And so the only thing that saved it was the bacon for me personally. The bacon and
Kinda
that
brought up
smokiness
that
was
savory.
able to hold it, but it intensified the sweetness.
Okay.
But if you're looking for a sweeter appetizer, then I would say yeah,
Then
absolutely, it's a good one.
absolutely, go for that.
But the only thing that saved it for me was the bacon. But I just want to try some of the savory.
There's
with the
something
red?
that works very nicely about the savory too. I had to touch that Dijon. It was cut into the other brie, and it was yummy.
You touched John?
Dijon.
Oh,
Dijon.
a touch of Dijon.
A touch
Okay.
of
That
Dijon.
sounds good.
Are you guys still drinking sparkling?
Yes, we are right now on our sparkling.
I want to toast your mom and ask her to come up.
We probably should. And you know what? Here's gonna be funny. Let's see. Grady ate a date tonight. Can Mom drink my sparkling wine without having a sour face? Come on, Judy. Come on up. Come have some fun.
It'll be fun.
All right, here she comes. All right, guys, for those of you that don't know, my mom's been stuck in Phoenix, Arizona during the quarantine. We have rescued her, and
I
she's
picked her up
here
yesterday.
here today. So Grady had to go through the gauntlet to go down to Phoenix and pick her up.
Champagne. You'll be
That's
okay.
that's a champagne, so it'll taste like burnt quince, or you'll enjoy it. But she might actually like the. I think she'll like the.
I think she's gonna
We'll find
enjoy it.
out. Here's the deal. She's not quite completely sure about all my wines, but we'll see if she likes this one as well. Or can she fake it? All right, Mom. We missed Mother's Day with you.
We did.
Happy Mother's Day. We've got her on our way
Thank
to
you,
Oregon.
Anna.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, Danny.
All right. Here's Mama Judy. This is the one that created us. So if you have anyone to blame,
All her fault.
it's her fault. There we go.
It's all your fault. Have a little sip. You do have to sip it.
All right.
You got to pretend it's okay.
So it tastes and smells like apples and pears, a little minerality. Oh, that's the look of delicious.
Yep. Mom loves it. I
She
can
got
tell.
it down.
And she didn't spit it on me.
Isn't that amazing? Oh, wonderful. Okay, Judy Beard gives my wine
Mom.
2 thumbs up.
It was good. She said it was good.
She's not much of a drinker.
Okay, thank you.
We'll be having
Pour my
some
glass.
margaritas later. She loves my margaritas. And maybe I should make my margaritas for you guys. Who knows?
Well, maybe you should.
Oh,
Thank
gosh.
you, Mom. That
Thanks.
was super
Yeah.
fun.
That is awesome. We haven't even brought out the secret wine
I
yet,
know.
or
Let's
what
bring out the
wine
secret
moved
wine.
me
Let's
today.
do it.
All right, so I was going through the backstock inventory. You know, we had some older the Petite Sirahs and the dark side. We've done some messengers. We've done a whole bunch of fun things. But last week, what was making me think is that so many people got excited about new
Yep.
and upcoming, and so we did the Viognier. So we have a brand new 2019 Viognier, and everybody was excited about that. You know what I'm excited about? I'm excited about our brand new Cabernet. This
Which
is
is
not going to
not
be
released.
Even if we could taste people in the tasting room, this
I
wine is
wouldn't.
not going to be in the tasting room
Sorry.
for many, many, many months.
But
And if-
Stan, we're going to let you know how your futures are tasting.
we have a lot of people that bought futures, and most everybody has received them now. And so what I have sitting here in front of me is, it's not a back vintage. This is a 2005, a 2006, a 2007, an 09 Cabernet. This is our brand spanking new 2016
Hooray.
Cabernet. Why
So
it's
exciting.
brand new this many years later is because it was 3 years in the barrel, and now we're just starting the aging process. And then one of our good club members who bought a 6-pack of this, and they got their wine about 3 months ago, month and a half ago,
Maybe a month.
when we finally bottled it. I give it to you, but it's not ready. They went ahead and drank
They
their
drank it
6-pack.
all.
They drank the whole 6-pack, and I was like, "Holy cow, what was happening?" They're like, "No, it was absolutely delicious."
it was really
And
good.
I hadn't had it for
No,
a month or
we taste
two.
it right when you bottle,
We
and
just
then we let it sit.
Put it away. It has a lot of things to do. That's the whole point. But that got me thinking.
Maybe we should try.
If they thought it was good, maybe I should see if it's all right.
Let's find out.
I actually already know.
Oh. Brad, you could pretend that we hadn't opened it and drank it for an hour before now.
If I opened it, I wasn't gonna not taste it.
Well, you were maybe letting it
And then
breathe or
if
something.
it tasted like a hornet.
Right, then we wouldn't,
Then I would be.
like a murder hornet, then we
Yes.
wouldn't have showed it.
Although I heard murder hornets love mercury
Apparently,
wine.
they're delicious
All right,
barbecue.
Here's the deal. Here's my brand spanking new 2016. Brand spanking new for me is a 16. Cabernet. Dry Creek Cabernet.
Thank you, sir.
It's tasting awesome right now. I'll let you
Oh,
guys
my Lord.
enjoy this as well. So it's young.
Mm-hmm.
It's young, and it's got its intenseness, but it's starting to give up some of what's to come.
The subtlety, the nuance that you expect
Right.
from Brad's this side of the hill.
Subtlety and nuance,
Cabernet.
and here
I'm
comes
just
Danny.
bringing it back. You know.
Danny, you're
Here we
bringing
go.
back subtlety and nuance, dressed like that.
I don't
There's
buy that for a minute.
I'm a lot of things, but
Alright.
subtle and nuancey is
Alright.
not one of them.
All right,
Oh,
all right, Carrie, you asked about Alexander Valley Dry
Versus the
Creek,
other side.
Sonoma County Cabernet. This is a younger wine for me, but holy cow!
I think it's coming
When
around
you
quicker
get
than
when
the
you get
15.
into this nose, what's really exciting about this wine, the first thing that I can detect is that we started using Zeppelin Forest oak. That's a French oak, and that's what we've been experimenting with. And this is really the first year of the experiment. So we've got our Zeppelin Forest oak in this, and right up front.
Right up front, you can absolutely smell the barrel
Do you-
in the most
but
amazing
Do
way.
you smell a charred, burnt up? We had a forest fire last year.
No.
But what you're getting is this unbelievable
Incredible.
sweet vanilla.
Rich vanilla that comes out right on the nose.
And because it's young, that's what's dominating, and that's okay because it's young. Because
Because it's
that's
young.
what-
That's-
that's going to
it's
integrate
expressing the
itself.
barrel.
So I can get past that because this wine is technically young.
But again,
even
there's
though
nothing to
it's a
get
16.
past because it's delicious.
Oh well,
on
it's
the
already
nose.
integrated. Yeah.
It's thoroughly
Then you have these
delicious.
fantastic cherries, Dry Creek, Alexander Valley, Northern Sonoma County cherry, which is driving this Cabernet. And I'm not calling it a bright cherry, but it's not all either a stewed cherry, and
It's not
it's
that deep.
It's a good tasty cherry. But on the cherry
Right in the
note,
middle.
Danny has something to say.
Well, everybody wants to know: is this coming in the fall shipment? Because they want some.
Everybody
Maybe.
wants to know. All right,
Maybe.
When is this being released? What's
Maybe
going
fall.
on?
Maybe fall.
okay. If I can pull out my Sham Wow, today and today only.
Do not pull out your chamois.
No, don't pull
On
it.
camera.
All right, here's the deal. Because I this wine is drinking fantastic. I have
It's
no
drinking
problem
pretty
with
good.
people drinking this wine. This wine's not coming out until the September, fall, actually the November shipment,
Mm-hmm.
because I believe it needs that time. But is it drinking fantastic right now? Absolutely.
Yep.
So what we're gonna do
Yep,
for you
sure
folks
is.
that are watching this show this evening, it is available, and you can have it as
I don't have it in the computer yet.
Give
Not
Grady
even in the
give
video.
Grady a few minutes to put it in the
Yes.
computer.
Give me
and
a
the
moment.
computer, he can't put it in right now because the computer
Is
the one we're
being
using.
used doing the thing, but-
give Grady a minute to put it in the computer, and yes, you can have this as a pre-order. And this wine was going to be more expensive than the what are we currently showing? The 15.
15.
So this is taking a price increase. But what we're going to do for the pre-release is sell it for
The same price
same price
as
as
the 15?
Same,
Oh,
same price as,
oh,
as the
indeed.
15.
So apparently-
which is
I gotta flip the
$85 minus your discount,
Well,
whatever your
discount, of
discount is. But also, even though we're discounting the wine, you still will get the $1 shipping on 6 bottles or more. So yes, you can
Nice.
order it, and yes, you can drink it. Here's the deal: I cannot believe
It's
I've
drinking
never
pretty gosh darn
I've never
good.
really been excited about consuming my wine. It's only been in the bottle about 6 months. So that's well, but for a wine this big, this one's coming around so fantastically. Gosh dang it!
It reminds me of the 14.
It
Already.
actually it's a little
It
more
reminds
subtle.
me
It is a
of
little
that
more subtle, like the
smooth
14.
14.
Tom, did you get some of this? Is this a little bit more? The 15 was my more full-bodied.
No, it's more like the 14.
It's a little more okay. And how's the 14 doing?
Oh my.
His expression was, "Oh my god," and he's right. The 14 is drinking fantastically, and the reason why I love the 14 so much is it is so close to a freaking classic
classic.
Bordeaux. That,
So
but
classic.
it's soft and subtle, but we know it has such an age ability to it. Versus the 15, which is a little more classic American with it's a little more aggressive, but it was the end of the drought.
But again,
it
when
was
you
an
say
year.
aggressive,
Aggressive for me.
aggressive for you, still very subtle.
Yeah,
very
aggressive
nuanced.
for me is, hey, take it easy.
Hey, dude, what's going on?
That was my aggressive. And Dry Creek. This is actually, Tom has a great point. Dry Creek isn't quite as well known as Alexander Valley for its Cabernet. It's typically known for its Zinfandel, its Syrah, and a lot of the Rhone varietals. But what's really cool about this location where this wine came from, technically Dry Creek. If you know this little mountain range that sits behind me here in Geyserville,
Canyon
as
Road.
it comes over to the top, on one side is Dry Creek and one side is Alexander Valley. So this one actually sits about
Pretty
a quarter.
50-50.
It's about a quarter of a mile into the Dry Creek side. So is it Alexander Valley? Is it Dry Creek? But it's up on our indigenous earth. Okay, we're going back. Here we go. We're going back
to
into
drunken
geology.
geology.
So this is where our mountains were squished together and they came up. This wasn't a volcanic mountain, so this is classic Alexander
Classic
Valley
uplift
terroir. Versus if you were over on the eastern side or the western facing slope
Probably volcanic.
of Alexander Valley,
Yeah.
you would be getting all that volcanic soil because that's where all of our volcanoes are. So this is a more classic northern Sonoma County terroir.
It's beautiful.
Valley floor has a little more of Mendocino in it because the Russian River brings that fruit in.
All that
But
beautiful
what's
soil.
neat about this is that it tells me a great story of northern Sonoma County because this is classic terroir. It's up off the valley floor.
Yep.
We're not getting any influence from Mendocino out of this.
Very little.
But we have the great growing conditions up here. And it's absolutely
It's
fantastic.
stunning, Brad.
And
It's
Very-
stunning.
this is a great
I'm so
Cabernet.
excited.
I honestly, you can drink it now. I'm not going to release it for a few months here in the tasting room, but because the 15 is stunning. This is great. It's getting there. And then I think that Anna had one more question for us, and I know we've gone over. it.
Oh, actually, Anna had one quick thing.
Okay.
Marianne and Larry Tenorio are asking.
Hi,
if there's a
Tenorios.
Special discount for tonight's viewers.
A special discount? That was the.
You don't know Brad very well.
Let's
Your
see.
special discount is it won't be disgorged before it gets to your house.
Yeah, we could drink it. But what we're gonna sell it at last year's prices.
Yeah.
So
So it will not be at the
'cause
new
it's,
price.
It's the new price is
It'll be at the
90
old
versus
price.
85. So you get the $5 discount, and then
Plus
you
your
get your
wine
club,
club
your
discount.
wine club discount. And if it's not your wine club, find a wine club member of mine, and you
And
can
shake 'em
get
down.
theirs.
Shake 'em down.
And shake them down so you can get that discount. So it's basically $5 off a bottle, and then you can get up to a 35% discount.
But believe you bought this year's futures, Larry. So you've got a lot of good stuff coming, my friend.
Awesome. Yep, you'll get those. Absolutely. So the next one's going to be bottled here shortly in July. That is
Nice.
what we've, with everything going on, we were
Things
bottled,
get
not
pushed.
bottled. But we're looking
Yeah,
at
it's
bottling this year's futures in July. So the Sister of the Messenger will be coming out for those folks
Nice.
shortly after that. But gosh darn it, this has been absolutely fantastic.
This has been
We
one
have
of the most
tasted so many great wines.
delicious.
Gosh darn it.
Oh, sure, whatever.
Absolutely.
Go, Anna, go.
Jenny Amor, Catherine's friend from Australia.
Yes.
We have an
Hello,
Australian-
Australia.
It's her birthday today.
OMG. Well, we have to have a little
cheers
sparkling.
to
Hold on,
our
let's get a little sparkling
Australian
there.
friends.
We love our
Can
Australian
I
friends.
get more?
Black bubble.
Can we get more
Well, we should probably
cliche?
do Black Bubbles, huh?
Got them over
Sorry
here.
about that.
That's okay.
Of course, the Australians love the sparkling.
They love their
Shiraz.
sparkling Shiraz. I know I use sparkling petite. I made it a petite Syrah, but
Sorry, but
it's okay. I needed to, and if you've ever had it, you know why I needed to do it. But
here's-
cheers to
here's
you,
to Australia.
Australia. So you're
Great to
watching
see
it
you.
tomorrow. So how are things in the future?
Is everything awesome in the future?
Is
it better
all of
than
the things
today?
we're going through over, and tomorrow's a new day? Please contact us from the future and let us know how things are going out there.
Cheers.
Sell stock, buy stock. I don't know.
Yeah, how do
Actually-
the markets open? What are we
Actually-
doing?
Actually, Mom's keeping us afloat. She bought Zoom before this.
Thank God Mom bought Zoom.
Mom has been keeping us afloat with all of her Zoom
Yep.
stocks.
So
It's
apparently
been
we're going to make our
fantastic.
wine next year.
And so now we're all going to be, if you want a great stock tip, please give us a call, and
I'll
Mom will
hook
tell
you up
you
with my mom.
if you want to make 106% profit off of 3 shares of Zoom, you can give us a
Then
call, and
we're on it.
we'll get you going.
We're so on it.
No, just teasing. But thank you all so much. It's been absolutely fantastic.
fun,
Oh, what
fun
another
happy hour.
fantastic time.
God bless
Happy
America.
hour, Freddy's.
Where's
He's
Fred?
over by Mom. He can't get
Yeah.
enough of Mom. He loves
He's
her
having
so
a
much.
little-
Oh,
he's
we do
having
have
a
a
little
Freddy
agree with
time.
Mom.
All right, one last little Freddy sighting.
Come on,
Up, come on, handsome.
Fred.
Up.
Come on, silly
Freddy,
dog.
come on. There's
Come on,
snacks
Mr.
up
Fred.
here.
We got
Come
snacks.
on.
We got snacks for
Snacks.
dogs.
All right, well,
There's
good.
Mr. Fred.
Freddie. He loves me so
Good
much.
boy.
Yeah,
What a
there
good
it is.
dog.
All right, my
Oh,
friends.
yes.
So good to see you all. We'll
Thank
see you
you.
here next Friday. I
For
don't
our
have
10th anniversary episode.
Oh, and if you can't get enough of this, we made some more food with our Left Bank friends, so Jim Ricard and everybody over at Kelly
Check
and
their
Young.
Facebook.
And don't forget about Petrocelli over there in Dry Creek. Even though they're not in Alexander Valley, they are still our very good friends. So you can check that out on Jim Ricard's Facebook if you want to see what kind of great foods we paired up that time. And then in just 3 or 4 weeks, we're going to get the Left Bank together, and we're going to do all vegetarian options, because we know so many of you guys have been saying, Brad, get off the meat products, start doing some vegetarian stuff. So we're going to be doing all vegetarian options. Well, we're going to be pairing those up with our wines. So be looking for our emails and following us on Facebook for that. And I'm going to go ahead and say it again. Guys, I want to do these videos live. As soon as we open up, I want to be able to wander down the street and visit our friends at Catelli's and visit our friends at Diavola and go across the street to the market and see Kim over at the coffee shop, so let everybody know that we are alive and well here in Geyserville. But I cannot do those live videos without subscribers. So please just tell all your friends, even if they don't care about wine.
you don't like
I'm going to
wine.
go ahead and say it. Like us, subscribe, smash
know.
my button.
But
I'm
if
going
you
to ask
smash
you to
that
do it.
button, we could do
Tell
live
all of
videos
your
on
friends.
mobile.
I don't even care if they have Facebook or not. Tell all of your friends that they need to like us and subscribe, so that I can actually do live videos up
Yep.
and down Geyserville
As we walk
Avenue.
up and down
Because you
Geyserville.
know I love walking Geyserville
Drinking
Avenue. I make a lot of
wine.
money hooking it up and down the street. It's fantastic. But please do it. I'm not kidding, because I need to go and support my good friends
We gotta
Dominica
keep Geyserville
and Nick
going.
over there at Catelli's, and my good buddy Dino next door. We are here. We are all going to make it, and we need to keep this 60 yards of awesome alive. And so if my videos can help do it, I can't do it without your liking and subscribe. I'm not going to beg again. That was it.
Yeah,
so
he'll beg
please
next week.
tell all
It's
your
fine.
friends. What a great day.
It was a great day. Oh my God,
I know.
dude.
Thank you. I'll sanitize that in a second. Take care, guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon.
Cheers! Thank you.
right, we gotta hit the
Thank you
button.
so much. I love having applause from the tasting room. It's so exciting.
Hey, yeah, we